Hello everyone, so this is a bit of a haul video and also a my selling journey update, so where we're going forwards. So I did a car boot sale on Sunday and I didn't really pick up anything whatsoever. There was two items, one bit of Lego which I've listed for £30, I paid a fiver. I'll show you actually. This Lego set here, a Lego Marvel superhero sort of bundle. Why is this not focused? Is it focusing? Let me have a quick look. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, it's also focused. Yeah, okay, yeah. So so this set here, I paid a fiver for it. It was all complete by 2 Brits, which I put stuff into it. That's up for £30. And I also got a Wii game as well with a big teddy sort of Mamma Mia babysitter sort of thing, which is inside the house, for £2, which I've got. I've just sent the game only to Amazon for £5.50. So this is the game and the thing. So I'm obviously looking at sending it to Amazon for £30 or eBay for £25. So they're the 2 things I picked up on Sunday. So I thought I need to get some stuff because I'm running out of decent stuff. I sorted the shed out a couple of days ago on Sunday as well. And I realised I've only got 2 racks of stock listed, rest is unlisted stuff, so I didn't need too much, but I wanted some other stuff as well to keep me going. So I searched Gumtree, Facebook, Sphock, yeah, all those sort of usual sites which I could try and find stuff. And this is what I came across. So the first thing I found was this Nerf bundle. They wanted £45 for it. It was in Lower Stossers, 30 miles from my house. I offered them 35 and they took it. So I drove down there after school one night with the kids in the car and go pick up the Nerf bundles, which is quite good really because it's a lot better than I actually thought, sort of around there. So I got a Rampage with 25 sort of things. So this, I haven't sold one of these yet because I've got a broken one inside there which I'm going to fix it up because just need to screw the back bit on, is what I need to do. But you're looking at about £25 for the Rampage sort of on here. If you're not sure about all these sort of things, check out my other channel. I'll put the link down below of Anna's World Extra, where I'll be demonstrating how these things work. Well, I've demonstrated how these things work and that sort of stuff. So the Rampage. Then we've got another Demolisher 2-in-1. So this is an electric one. Again, check my channel out. There's descriptions of how these things work. Distance didn't come with the missiles. I've just ordered a pack of 3 missiles for £4 off eBay. So once I've got those, I sold 2 of these in the past. I got £29 plus postage for both of them. Yeah, so this is fully working, that sort of thing. I just need those missiles. So I got that one. I also got another Havoc Fire on here. This unfortunately wasn't complete. It's missing the little cap to stop you pushing the on and off button on there. It didn't have the box on the side, it didn't have the belt, and it doesn't have the bipod, so therefore this is actually not worth too much at all. When it's all complete and with all the darts, I've been getting £50 for one of these things, sort of on here, because I've got all those bits missing and I can't test it without having the box inside there to test it. So I've stripped this. I'm selling it to spares and repairs for £10. But what I've done, I've taken out the battery compartments and that sort of stuff. So I've taken the battery compartment out. You can get £7 free postage or £5 with postage for the battery compartment, and you can also get another £5 with postage on top of it for the cover, sort of on there. So that's another tenner, sort of for those 2 bits plus 10 for that, so 20 quid for the blaster, where I couldn't really do too much with. Then we also got this. I've never had this one before. This is the Mega Centurion. So this is like the sniper rifle version of the Mega darts. It takes those giant darts, which are these things. Yeah, so I get all these from China and that sort of stuff, so they don't cost me, it cost me pennies. I have never had this one before. It's a double action sort of system, so you cock it back and there's 2 springs that fire off one after the other to give the speed and the distance of the dart. So there will be a testing video of this probably straight after this video I'll be doing this because it's quite a nice day outside today, so I'll be testing this and then I can list it straight away, so I'll do a video on that at the same time on my other channel. So that is that. Again, you're looking at about £30 with postage for this as well. So all those, I paid £35 for the lot, so I'm really in good profit sort of on there. And then just bunged in, like you usually get the usual rubbish sort of ones. You get the Maverick, so this is only a £5 plus postage now in this day and age, and a little fire strike with some dart sort of things on here. Again, you only look about £5 sort of bundle fodder with another sort of blaster. So there are those. And finally, it also had a stock. This is off a Recon. It holds another 6 magazines sort of on there, but just this on its own, you can get £9.99 with postage on one of these just on its own. So that's another tenner, which I picked up from the same bundle for £35. So that's quite handy. So that is my first sort of pickup. This box, I'll leave this to the end. This is a nice little thing I've just bought today. I bought it yesterday and arrived today, so I'll show you this at the very end. Next thing I picked up was this Xbox bundle. So I'll just move this box out of the way. I picked up this Xbox bundle. So this was off Gumtree, so I got this one off Gumtree, and it's an Xbox 360 Elite with 120GB hard drive. It came with 2 controllers, both black ones. So the original one came with Elite, and also another black one inside there. It's also got a wireless network adapter, so everything inside the box it said it should have. The wireless network adapter on there. It didn't have the Bluetooth headset sort of on there, but what I do have in stock is a black 360 headset anyway, so I'm going to bung that one into that and then put that together. And I've been selling these Xbox 360s for around about 70-80 quid, so I pay £50 for this entire bundle sort of on here. So 2 controllers and that. So the controller, I'm going to put a colour pack in it and sell that for £25 for one of the controllers. Have a controller and stuff in here, so you got another £80, which is just on here. Then I've got a load of games. The problem is with a load of these games, most of them are only in acceptable and good condition. So I've been looking into this, and I'll come back to this in a bit more detail, but there are some good games here. If they're in very good condition, I could Amazon, I could probably get an extra 40 quid for them, sort of on here as well. So I'll bring it for, you can see, so they're all shooter games, mainly sort of shooter games. There are some quite good ones inside there. A bit like this one, this is a bit of a, I didn't realise, Skate Free. If I had the case and that sort of thing, that's like a 20 quid game. But 7 quid just for the disc on its own. So that is that for 50 quid. And then last night I then picked up this bundle as well, and this is a Nintendo Wii Mario Kart Special Edition. I paid £45 for this bundle. So I've got the console, the controllers, the game, the wheel, and all that sort of stuff. It's not inside here, it's in the house, that's why I can spin this box around, but the box is in lovely condition for collectors and that sort of stuff sort of on here. So that's hopefully what I'm going to market this to. And you're looking for, I'm looking around about 50 to 70 quid just for that alone. And then on top of that, it also had the Red Motion Plus Wii Play edition, yeah, sort of on here. So this at Amazon sell, there's only one listed on Amazon for £55, brand new and sealed, and that is the only one up at Amazon. So I'm contemplating, do I send it to Amazon for £35, £40, or the other option is, because it also came with a red joystick, and in stock I have a red Nintendo Wii. It doesn't have one of the cases, so I'm going to order one of the cases sort of on here. But I'm thinking of maybe adding all this together and probably getting another £40–50, maybe £60 on just a little bundle sort of on there itself. So that's a nice little gem I've got there. And then with that, it also came with a few games, and one of the games which really took me was this one here. All these are very good condition, so I scanned this in this morning to Amazon. I think it came up to nearly 20 quid. I can't remember on top of my head, but around about that sort of thing. But there's some good little games sort of on here itself. So another little nice little one on there. So that was all those sort of things which I picked up. But I also said I also got this as well. this is, I've been watching some, I've been reading some comments on some on the Facebook group and the sort of stuff, and looking around at how people do look at their computer games and that sort of stuff. I've been chatting to Tom as well, so thanks very much Tom for all the advice you've given me over the last couple of weeks. I know you've had problems yourself at Amazon sort of thing, but this is actually going to help me go forwards. So as I said, I'm trying to move forwards. So this is what I've got inside here. I've worked out that I'm sending games up at Amazon for a while now, and I'm probably not getting as much money as I physically probably could get for some of these models, for some of these games, because I had a CD cleaner sort of thing, a Maplin's one, 20 quid, and it didn't really cut the mustard. It didn't really do anything whatsoever. All it does is lay them really smudgy and horrible sort of on there. So I've just been sending games up to Amazon and probably not getting the maximum amount of money I possibly could, because I'll be sending them up as acceptable and good and that sort of thing. So I worked out that if I sent these games here at the conditions they were, I was only going to get like, I don't know, I can't remember, but let's say I sent a shipment up a couple of days ago, and it came up to PS2 games, and it came up to £350, I think, something like that, £400. If they sent them up as very good, I would have got nearly £600–700 out of the same job lot. So I went, right, I need to start thinking about this and start thinking how I'm going to do things. So I went ahead, recommendations. I watched a few YouTube channels, and a few other resellers recommended this to me. Couldn't get it out. This is the Easy Pro. Oh God, I can't even get it out of the box now. This is the Easy Pro. Easy Pro. JFJ Easy Pro Total Disc Repair System. Yeah, it's sort of on here. I got it from eBay. From who did I get it from? Operating Systems. I got it from someone. Who did I get it from? I can't remember. ADH, I think. Something like that. Where did I get this from? Where did I get this from? ADZ Distributors, yeah, ADZ Distributors. I paid £160 for it, free delivery, and it was next day delivery. So this is all new, it's got a year's warranty inside it, and it comes with all the stuff to clean. It says to clean 100 discs. The only problem with one of these things are really expensive, so to clean 300 discs, you're looking at another 60 quid every time you want to get all the equipment and that sort of stuff. But how it works, I've seen a few channels, a few videos on it, and people using it, and it looks really, really good how they actually use it, and I think it's actually worthwhile getting. So that's why I thought I'll go ahead and actually give this a go. And the main reason is now that all these discs here are going to go through this because they're all in good condition or acceptable condition, and this thing, I've been watching videos, I can probably get them up to very good condition or even better sometimes. So that's just these ones. You can probably going to give me another £40–50 profit on just selling these discs. So that is why I went for this, and that is the reason why I'm trying to move my business forward a little bit. I did say just a second ago that I was selling PlayStation 2 games. Just before Christmas, probably about 2 months before Christmas, I had a ban of PlayStation, of Sony stuff. For some reason I couldn't list any Sony items to Amazon, FBA or Merchant Fulfilled. So I had so many sort of, I bought loads ready to do it, ready to go up there. But on chatting to some sort of thing, I just had a quick sort of scan, and suddenly it turned up and said, yes, you could scan again. I thought, wow, here we go. So that is why I quickly sent up as many as I could before I had any problems. And as I was doing that, I was realising that, hang on, if I could clean them and fix them, I could have got far more money out of them. But that's hindsight yet, I've done that, that's sent up there. But going forwards, that's why I picked one of these up. But it's not all gravy up there, because, where is it? I lost it now. I've lost what I'm looking for. No, never mind. It'll turn up one day. But I found out as well, I can't send everything Sony up there still. There was a couple of game titles which I couldn't send up because I wasn't authorised to get time to do that. Likewise, I tried sending up some controllers, some PS2 controllers, and again it was saying I need authorisation to do them. So yes, I can send some Sony items up there, but I'm still stuck over there. But I'm still sending hundreds of DVDs up at a time. Again, DVDs, some of them, if they're worth quite a bit of money, very good, I will just put them through this machine and clean them up as well. Because I want to try to get the maximum amount of money as I can. It works out, it's around about 25-30p for every disc I clean through one of these. Where if we went to CEX, it's going to cost you £1 per disc to clean it. So I'm saving 70 odd p for doing that. Plus I'm also saving my car park and time going into the city and that sort of stuff. So this probably in 2-3 shipments later, it's going to pay for itself anyway. Yeah. So that is that's me sort of going forward. So there's a little bit of pickup. I just want to say how I'm doing with Amazon. And I'm really hitting the game consoles hard now. This also allows me a bit more, I don't have to be some more selective. I can just go to charity shops or go to car boot sales. If there's a good game at a good price, I grab it, regardless of the condition of the disc, because I'll just bung it through the machine and try to get as best out of it as I can. So if I can get a disc, if I can get a game worth 15-20 quid for 50p because it's all beat up at a car boot sale, I'll do that and put it through this machine a few times, and just to get that 15-20 quid out of it, sort of on there. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed that sort of thing. Check out my other channel, I'll put a link down below, and you'll see me testing the Rampage, and also I think I've done the Rampage one before, mainly the Mega Blaster, the Mega Blaster Centurion. So I need to do that because I want to get it out and get it sold in the next few days. But the only drama is it's so big. Yeah, I think it's like over 1 metre long. It doesn't break up, so I'm going to have to use a lot of bubble. I don't have a box big enough for this, so I'm going to have to bubble wrap it galore and black plastic in it just to send it out. A bit like I've done before other blasters, and they turned up okay. But thanks again. I hope you like this sort of thing. If you okay, so I don't really know where I was. My battery died. I didn't realise it was flashing sort of on there. So I think it's just saying. So check that other video out of this sort of come on there. If you've got one of these devices, I know a couple of you out there do. Let us know how you get on with them. If you got any tips and sort of stuff, I'd really appreciate it. So I'm going to be attempting to use it this afternoon with some of these games and see what happens. I'll do that at the same time as sorting some other stuff out and getting this other stuff listed. But thanks again. All your support down below is most appreciated, and I'll see you later on. Bye for now.